It is unthinkable, yet it happens again and again. An innocent child lost to Chicago's gun violence. Today, we're learning about a proposed Illinois law that will help families who have to bury a child. 45 children were killed amid Chicago's escalating violence in 2021, including Michael Moultrie Jr. He was just 4 years old. He was visiting his family in Lawndale from Alabama. Michael was shot to death while getting his hair cut in this apartment building.
Michael was a beautiful, fun-loving 4-year-old child who loved trips to the beach and the movie Cars.
This proposed new law is named after Michael. It would allow the state of Illinois to directly pay funeral costs up to $10,000 if the family's income is 150% below the poverty level.
No parent who has lost a child should then have to wonder, and the added pressure, how am I going to bury my children? How am I going to bury my child when I have no money and no insurance policy on that child?
Already this year, 5 children have been killed by gun violence in Chicago, including 15-year-old Caleb Westbrook, shot while walking home from school. He was an all-star football player and described as an all-around good guy. State Senator Jacqueline Collins is sponsoring this bill.
I believe every child deserves to grow up free from gun violence. But when their innocent lives are cut short, like that of 4-year-old Michael Moultrie, families are left to grieve. This is too much tragedy, too much loss for these families. They don't need the additional burden of financial distress.
The average cost for a funeral and burial last year was about $9,400. Right now, the state already does reimburse families of murder victims for up to $10,000 in funeral expenses, but some families have to wait months or even years for that reimbursement. This bill would not increase the payment, but it would change the timing so that families don't have to take on debt.